Hey everyone, what's going on? So I have been noticing this going around as of late. I figured it was just like maybe a few niche people on the internet talking about this idea or bringing up these ideas and whatnot and these questions and everything. But apparently, this is an actual thing that's being discussed in terms of this particular month, and I'm sure you all know what it is. But if you don't know, and if you've been living under a rock or just in a different dimension or a different world, maybe you've taken a vacation to Mars for about 50 years or something. But yeah, it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, or as I like to call it, Happy Corporate Pandering Month. Because, there's nothing more endearing than a corporation or a celebrity making it known that they're an ally. Letting you know that they're the most virtuous of the virtuous. They're such a good person because they support, I don't know, two dudes and two women being able to get married in 2021. Okay, great. So stunning, so brave. But no, I want to talk about this. So there's this discussion. Well, there's a few things, right? There's a few questions going around and whatnot. And it has to do with pride parades. I think the first question is essentially like, should people be able to get kinky at pride parades, or should they be able to enact their kinks at pride parades and whatnot? Or at least wear their, I don't know, kink gear, I guess, or something, or just acting out at pride parades or whatever. And the other question being, should children be at pride parades? Now, I would hope that they're not talking about bringing children to pride parades while also enacting kinks, because you can't be in your right mind to think that those two things should go together, like, whatsoever. But I'm going to get into that. Now, I'm going to cover the part about children first, and I think this is a pretty straightforward answer. This is a pretty cut and dry question. I don't think anyone should be beating around the bush when it comes to this, but in my opinion, no, children should absolutely not be at pride parades. Now, when I say children, I mean like 12 and under. Like, I could see like maybe like a 15, 16, 17-year-old coming with the supervision of a parent maybe to a pride parade. Like, I can see that, but 12 and under, no. No, it's not appropriate. Like, anything that is celebrating like sexuality and whatnot, I just don't think it's appropriate for a child to be there. I don't think it's appropriate for a 5-year-old girl to be at a pride parade. And I mean, if it's any conciliation, I would say the same thing if it was like straight pride, because that was a thing like a few years ago. Kind of like the super straight stuff. I feel like straight pride was more of a way just to troll the whole Pride Month thing. But like, yeah, I mean, like, I'd say the same thing for like straight pride or anything that's like celebrating like sexuality and whatnot. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think the children should be there. I think that's common sense. I don't think it's an appropriate event for a child to be at. And people who are saying that, they absolutely should be there, might want to be put on a watch list. I'll just say that. So my answer to that is no, children should not be at pride parades. At least not prepubescent children. That's a little bit weird. And especially if it's at the same pride parades where kinks are involved. And I've seen a few pictures of someone brought like a little girl to the parade, and then this guy was wearing this dog outfit, essentially, like this kinky dog outfit, and the little girl was going up to him and wanting to pet. That's just weird, okay? Like, is that really the hill that you want to die on? Like, I'm sorry, it's weird, okay? Like, no, children should not be around that. Like, if you can't get, like, no, I'm sorry. Now, as far as the whole kink thing goes, should people be allowed to enact certain kinks at Pride Parade, or should people be allowed to, I guess, do whatever they want during Pride Parade? Well, my answer to that is no. Like, I think that, look, being a part of the LGBT does not exclude you from following the same rules as everyone else. Like, you should still be expected to carry yourself in public with some dignity and some respect and some shame, you know? You shouldn't be walking down the street with no fucking clothes on, or damn near no fucking clothes on, in my opinion. You shouldn't be, fucking dry humping people or damn near having sex in the streets. I mean, that's just no. Like, if you really have it in your system that much, like, get a fucking room. Get a fucking room. Like, maybe have some class. It's called class, shame, humiliation. Humility. Maybe try it out. Might help. No, I don't think that people should just be allowed to act like degenerates at pride parades. I don't. I'm sorry. Like, you should, like I said, you can control yourself. Like, you should be expected to follow the same rules that everyone else does. Like, being a part of the LGBT does not give you special privileges. It just doesn't. As far as people being able to, like, enact certain kinks, I mean, technically, if you're still wearing some sort of clothing, I mean, as long as this isn't like, as long as we're not talking about like actually like getting it on in public, which obviously no. Like, again, like I said, get a room, book a hotel, do what you need to do to get it out of your system, but don't do that in public. And if you do that in public, you should be thrown in jail and probably put on a watch list. Especially if you're advocating that children should be there at that same event. You should definitely be put on a watch list. Honestly, just throw anyone who is advocating that children should be in the same area as grown-ass adults enacting kinks. Like, anyone who is advocating for that should be put on a watch list. I'm just going to say that right now. It's creepy. It's a shitty hill to die on. Like, stop. But as far, okay, so back to the kink thing though. Personally, like I said, if you're wearing something, like, it's like the photo of the guy in the weird dog kink outfit thing. I don't even really know what it is, honestly. But I mean, technically, I guess you can't really say no because there's nothing that makes it illegal. See, in my personal opinion, I think that things that happen in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom. Again, I think that's just common sense. I don't even think that should be like a, left versus right, liberal versus conservative, whatever thing. I think that whatever side of the political spectrum you're on, whatever you are, what happens in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom, and I don't think you should be enacting out anything that goes on in the bedroom out in public. Again, it's tacky, it's shameless, it's in poor taste, it's just trashy, quite frankly, to me. Again, I think that people should carry themselves with some sort of humility and class and tact in public, and being a part of the LGBT does not exclude you from that, obviously. But that's me personally. I mean, again, as long as you're not like bare naked, like, technically, I mean, I guess would be allowed to do that, but I don't agree with it. And I just want to clarify, like, not all pride parades are like this. Like some pride parades are perfectly fine. Like, people go, they get together, everyone has a good time, they socialize, they whatever. Fine, that's cool. Like, nothing wrong with that. But some others, though, just get way out of hand. Like, you've got the ones where, like, the dudes have, like, nothing but socks on their dicks, and it's like they're damn near just, like, butt naked out in public, and it's really, really just not a good look. I'm not a fan of it. Again, I think it's tacky. I think it's classless. I think you should carry yourself with a little more self-respect in public. Okay, I mean, not to mention, like, I understand that it's the Pride Parade and whatever, but there are other people around, out and about. No one wants to see that. Like no one wants to fucking see that. And if you insist on, again, damn near having sex out in public, fine, but have fun doing it in a jail cell, quite frankly. I know I've said this multiple times already, but being gay or being part of the LGBT does not exclude you from following the same rules as everyone else. Get used to it. You're not special. So, personally, I think that kinks and anything like that should be kept in the bedroom, and I don't think you should be acting those out in public. I just think it's creepy. I think it's weird. You know, classless. But that's just me personally. You know, I don't think. I'm really not a fan of any of like the really raunchy, like tacky stuff that goes on, quite honestly. It's one of the reasons why I have never been to a pride parade before, or I've never really wanted to go, but I mean, like, maybe the one that I would be nearest may not be like that. Like I said, not all of them are like that. There are some that are just fine, but yeah, I think that you should just keep what you do in the bedroom, quite frankly. And no, I don't think that kids, prepubescent kids, mind you, should be at pride parades. It's not a gay thing. Speaking as a gay person myself, like, it's not a gay thing. It's not, oh, we shouldn't be, you know, showing kids, like, you know, gay people and what. Like, it's nothing to do with that. It's just not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Like, it's anything celebrating sexuality and with potentially things like that going on. No, children shouldn't be around. It's creepy. It's weird. And quite frankly, it does nothing for the stigma that because there's the stigma out there that gay guys are more likely to be pedophiles and whatnot. It does nothing for that. So for that reason, too, stop trying to die on this hill. Like, leave children out of the pride parades. Like, go to the pride parade, have a good time, whatever. But no, don't bring the kids to it. Like, why do the kids need to go to the pride parades? Like, really? Why do some of you feel so compelled to defend this? And by the way, the only people that I see, like, trying to prop up this idea are people from the far left. Like, it's just far leftist. I don't see, like, moderate left people or center left or centrist or center right people propping up this idea. It's mainly just the far left that's propping this idea up, that we should just bring kids on over to the pride parades and potentially also have people doing their kinks at pride parades and whatnot. Like, just stop. You're creepy. You should probably put on a watch list. Like I said, you should probably put on some FBI list somewhere. You know, yeah. So, no, I don't support that. I don't think that you should be enacting kinks at Pride Parade, but again, that's just me personally. Just, again, have some class. And know that you are to follow the same rules as everyone else. Being a part of the LGBT does not make you special. Okay. That's pretty much all I have to say. I just wanted to come on here and talk about this because I've seen this going around, and to me, most of this is like common fucking sense. Like, the only people who are talking about this are like just complete and utter fucking freaky, like, space cadets. But yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this topic, and that'll be it for this one. So peace and have a good day.